In this video, I simulated Mars inside of a terrarium ecosystem. Will I be able to support life in this desolate wasteland, or will all the creatures crumble? Sit back, relax and enjoy this video as we simulate the Mars ecosystem. Let's begin with day 1. And I went out to the closest thing I know to Mars, the sand dunes. Okay, these are the closest sand dunes to me. A lot of hills, so I'm going to try and replicate this in my terrarium. Yes, I'm wearing Air Forces on sand, don't judge me. Here are some craters. Here's a bigger crater, I'm going to try and replicate this in the terrarium. Here's random holes. There's a lot of this burnt wood, maybe I'll get this in the terrarium. Okay, we're back, and I've added sand to the terrarium. I chose this red sand, and it mimics the natural colour of Mars' landscape. Here you can see the craters I made by throwing rocks into the sand. I tried to mimic the sand dunes, as well as Mars. Before I do anything, it's time for a clean. That's better. It's now getting closer to night, so that means day 1 is complete. Okay, it's day 2 and it's time to simulate a natural disaster. This is an asteroid storm. I chucked all of the rocks in aggressively, and I'm sure the rocks that fell out won't cause anything. Sorry, Enzo Clash. Okay, the asteroid storm has settled, and these rocks are all over the terrarium. They've caused even more craters, which helps the Mars landscape. I decided to put some shells I collected from the beach onto it. Okay, it's time to get water. So I know Mars has ice, so I decided to put a tube to see if it would pump any of the water into the atmosphere. Okay, I didn't expect it to actually pump water. The terrarium is starting to come together nicely, but now it's time to do something. This is a pond, but it looks quite small. I tried adding a bottle cap, but it just didn't fit in, so I had an idea. The shells that I placed in earlier would be perfect to hold water, and here is the first moon base. Is that a plant? Okay, that's crazy. Life has started to form inside the terrarium. Okay, I'm going to stop that now. The terrarium is looking great. You know what? Let's leave it 100,000 years. Okay, it's been 100,000 years and the plants have completely taken over the terrarium. Everywhere I look, there's water and life. The plants are great, but we need something to eat them. So I think it's time to add our first creature. Getting them ready, I decided to place them in gently. These are grey pill woodlouse, as well as some rough woodlouse and a little millipede that I've got in there. Let's name him Bob. As Bob explored the terrarium, so did the woodlouse, all looking around for a nice place to call home. Here you can see a rough woodlouse hiding amongst the shells. And the terrarium looks peaceful, with plants and animals to eat the plants. Everything's going great. Right, that was the end of day 2. I awoke on day 3 to see all the animals loving their life. Morning dew had covered the plants, making everything look really scenic. Creatures were living and hiding amongst the plants. It's Bob, and he's asking you to like the video. Well, I guess you have to do it for Bob. This little woodlouse needs a name, so if you have any ideas, comment them down below. Guess what? Bob's back, and he's looking for a wife. If you want me to make a video on Bob and his family, comment down below. As the whole tank seemed peaceful, something happened. Something was lurking down below. This earwig just messed with the wrong woodlouse. He is aggressive. Along with massive pinchers on his back, he could kill any inhabitant inside the terrarium. And it looks like he was looking for his next prey. Here a little woodlouse walked along, completely unknowing that there was something there. Despite this, the earwig and woodlouse kept on moving. The earwig is looking around, either trying to find a home or trying to find something to eat. It's actually really creepy if you look at it closely. I had no clue what it was trying to do to that rock, but I hope it wasn't trying to attack it. If it wasn't scared of that, then it wouldn't be scared of any of the insects inside this terrarium. Talking of insects, here's a close-up shot of the earwig and his friends in his other terrarium. Now it was time to add the final predator to this Mars ecosystem. This is a red centipede. It might look harmless to me and you, but to the other insects in this terrarium, this thing is a deadly predator. As you can see, it's blending into the Mars sand as it's trying to find its prey or a home. It ran across like a snake in the jungle. Now the terrarium had everything in it. Then I spotted something. This woodlouse looked like it was attacking the centipede, or the centipede was trying to eat it. The orange centipede is deadly and could definitely kill this woodlouse if it wanted to. Then the alarm went off, evacuating all the insects from Mars. Subscribe so I can do more videos like this. And just so you know, I did release all the creatures back into the wild.